In this video, we will use a package installer to install MinGW to compile C and C++. I have the Stack Overflow page open explaining the difference between Cygwin and MinGW. So go ahead and read that if you'd like. Next, what I want you to do is I want you to come over and open up a new tab in your browser and go ahead and go to chocolatey.org and then click on the install. Come down here and it tells you the requirements. You have to have at least Windows 7 or Windows Server 2003. Let's hope by 2018 you have that. Next, go ahead, either in the command prompt run as admin or in the PowerShell same thing, run as admin. You can go ahead and run that and open that up in your command prompt. Another option for you, if you'd like a different alternative for the command prompt, try Cmder. So this is a free application that allows you to run Linux-based commands in it as well, and it's highly recommended because it has a customization feature on it as well. But come on down here and then click on download mini or download full. Both come in a zip format that you have to extract and then run from the self-contained executable that is the Cmder.exe. So no additional installation like standard. And they have a bunch of commands that you can do there. So that's what I'm going to be using. So after you go ahead and you copy and paste this into your command line, so let me pop open my Cmder application. Now from Cmder, all I have to do is I have to come down here and select admin. It'll give me a little pop-up. And then I come back to this little piece of script, and it's possibly going to give me a little issue and error with that, so like you can't copy a certain amount, but don't worry about that. So I'm going to come in here, yes, and I'm going to paste that in. So what I did is I right clicked and it actually auto pasted in for me, and so now it's going to run through the installation. Now I've already installed this and it won't give me any issue. Your installation will take a little bit longer. It'll pop up a, do you want to run this script? Say yes, otherwise it tells you you may run into an error. Go ahead, once that's installed, you can type in, actually, we'll close out our application or our command line, open the command line back on up, and then type in choco -- version. And then it'll give you an output of what your most recent version is. We don't have to do any additional arming, or at the moment we're not going to do any. If you're used to Mac for their brew setup, we're not dealing with that at the moment. Jump on back to your web browser. I've created a link to the GitHub page, or you can check out the GitHub page for the wiki command list for the Choco commands. So if we typed in Choco list local only, it'll show the packages we've installed with Choco. If you do just li, like list for Linux environments, it'll show you everything installed for the Choco environment plus everything that was not installed. So let's go ahead and let's try that now so you can see what it's like. Okay, so we can see what's listed. I'm going to type CLS, or you can type clear as well. It'll take both Windows commands and Linux commands. Example. Next we want to do is we want to jump back over to our Chocolatey website and then scroll up to the top of that. Find out where it says packages between the pricing and FAQ links or navigation. At the top here, you want to type in MinGW, MinGW, push enter, and then it gives us Choco install MinGW. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type this in, but you can copy and paste it, no problem. Okay, so I ran into errors. You're like, what's going on? If you run into these errors as well, notice what I don't have set up. I'm not in the admin again. I need to make sure I'm in the admin view when running the command line to do installations. So let's try that again. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause this. This takes anywhere between, depending on the speed of your computer, a minute to possibly 15. It's kind of slow. It's a pain in the butt. Just let it be. Okay, that took about 10 to 15 minutes. If it was shorter for you, great, but for me, I got up and walked around and did something else for a little while. Okay, now that it's installed, notice it tells us that we should probably refresh or restart. So just type refresh environment. I'm going to close out the environment. I'm going to start it back up. And then we can check again. It's up to you what you want to do, but I like to close things out and restart them because honestly, Windows always causes me issues. So let's go ahead. Let's check out Choco. List. Oops, let me type that correctly. And cool, we have MinGW installed. Alright, let's continue. To confirm that we have GCC and G++ installed, go ahead and type GCC -- version. Click enter. It should give you a readout. Go ahead, do the same thing for G++ -- version. Alright, excellent, it's running. So let's create a quick little program and let's make sure that it can compile and run. Okay, so now if you notice, I have Visual Studio Code installed. This is a version for usually managing websites, but you can also do other languages with Visual Studio Code. It's a light version of Visual Studio without all the amazing bells and whistles they offer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load this program up. That's kind of funny, it's shrunk. And then we're going to test out a C program and a C++ program in it. What's nice about this program is it offers a terminal window. So I'm going to come over here. If you want to install this, again, this is a free program. You can go ahead and do that. From the Choco, you'll want to install Git because it requires the ability to initialize a Git repository or yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's create a folder on our desktop or somewhere, and then we'll put two files in it with a C program and a C++ program. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, I know that was a lot to take in, so what I basically did is I created a folder, I dragged it into the Explorer here, and then I created 2 additional folders within the Explorer, created a C++ file under the C++ directory, and a main under the C programming. So we have 2 different mains. The terminal allows me to change the directory and compile within it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, I know. I'm going to click OK, never show again. I don't want to deal with this now. This is just my testing environment. So to make sure these 2 compile, let's do the C version first. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's jump down into the terminal, and then I'm going to be using Linux commands. You can use dir if you want, but if I type ls, which is going to list, I think it's like system files, it's going to list everything we have kind of in the ls-l or -a mode. So it tells us we have 2 directories. We have C++ and we have C programming. So let's go ahead, let's change the directory. Change cd c-p-r so it actually goes to the correct one. Press tab, it'll autofill for us, so we're in here right now. ls dash again shows us that we have one file called main.c, and we're going to type gcc-o for output, and let's call this, let's call it sample. And then we're going to type M and press tab, and it'll autofill. We press enter. It shows it that it compiled. Great, excellent. So if we take a look, it should print out hello world. If we do ls again, it shows that our sample.exe is there. So if we type sample, it'll autofill. Hello world works. Great. Let's change our directory. So change ... Make sure it's a space after the ... In Windows, you do the ... next to the D. Press enter. ls, let's make sure the directory is correct. Let's change our directory again. Do c dash plus tab. Good. ls. Okay. Now for this one, we do g plus plus, and then we do the name of the program versus the other way around. So we do main tab and then -o, and the output will be sample2. Press enter, shows that it compiled. If we do ls, it works. Type sample2, run it, hello world. Excellent. Everything runs. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave comments. I'll get back to you when I can.